So he's trying to figure out Facebook ads driving you crazy. You're probably wondering if it's still possible to grow and make money with your clothing brand online. And honestly, it all comes down to creative. And in this video, I'm not only gonna screen share ads that we are personally running that are working right now, but show you the top ads I'm seeing right now so that you can imitate for your brand. And I wanna show you how you can access all of these to save them for yourself and just kind of review later. And honestly, yes, everyone can implement these types of ads. Every single brand can do one of these ads right now. Okay, so ad number one that we have here, I'm gonna go over to a clothing boutique. We'll jump into a streetwear brand. We'll also jump into some private label or some specific type of problem. So this ad right here has actually only been running 18 days. I would really like it to be running more. However, I do know that this particular brand has ran ads very similarly that have ran for a long period of time. They turned it off and then they had their ad account compromised, and then so we're back to here to now. So what works now? Let's go ahead and play this. Okay, so we got two still images. Let's pull this up so you guys can see. So two still images, one that's product focused, one that is showcasing different body styles, different hair colors of people, and then you have a walkthrough of it, and then you have the name of the brand too, called the tailored dress. So all of this is happening right now, right away. You get a good idea. Well, a couple of things that they should probably get rid of the disco balls. It's more distracting. Just show me the actual product. So they should make that change. But they're actually like working in the background, so the audio is really not great. Maybe that comes across as organic. Okay, but it's something that you guys can do, and something that if you go ahead and we can read here. Okay, so why is this working? This is a top of the funnel ad. It's been running for 18 days, but like I said, it's been going for a little bit longer than that for other types. A bestseller is back, so hitting on the fact that this is a bestseller, don't miss out on something because if it's back and it is a bestseller, it's got some social proof to it. Meet the tailored dress. She was designed for the girl on the go. Maybe that's you, so specifically calling out that person. Famous Air fabric, which is cool. Sounds good. No clue what it means, but adding some authority to there. Shop her in sizes XS through XL via the link below. So straight call to action. Ships from our small business in Dallas, Texas. So giving a call to action to the small business. Depends on how, I mean, it is technically a small business. But lots of things going on here. So copy you could mimic. Call to action. Shop the tailored dress. Honestly, could be a little bit better. This is a good, solid 5, maybe 6 out of 10 ad. But you can use this format. It works really, really well. It tells a really great picture. The ad's purpose is only to get across what you need to get across. And sometimes you can do that with an image. Sometimes it requires a video. Sometimes you get creative and do something like this. But these are still working to this day. Number 2. Let's go ahead and shout out to this brand. I'll blur them out, but if he wants me to, I can shout them out. So I talked to him over the weekend. He's one of our OSO program members. He's got a carousel going on right now, getting really good cost per purchases, and it's pretty straightforward, right? So high frequency jiu-jitsu gear. It's basically the designs are selling themselves. It's a carousel. Eastern Promises rash guard available now. So the people who are in that community of jiu-jitsu, targeting that person, scrolling through, and you're like, okay, these are dope designs. I want this. He's getting really good cost per purchase. He's getting great reach. I do not know the numbers on the frequency. It's only been running for 9 days, but in that short period of time, it's done really well. And this is a brand that is not making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. It's a brand that is aspiring to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and is doing so at a very economical way. He didn't have to create new content. He just had to get some really good flat lays, call out his audience directly. So this is on here as well. Next up, so this is a brand, the Bodega long sleeve shirt. It's cool here. You got some benefits with this as well. So fused collar that holds shape, great. So you got a feature and a benefit. Same fit as Boca flannel. Oversized chest pocket, so feature, denim trademark label, feature, debossed cat eye buttons, feature, button cuff adjustments, feature. So they could hit on some actual benefits here. This one's been running for 90 days. It's working. The Bodega t-shirt, it's doing really well. It's got a good flat lay. It's very clean. Again, something that you guys can mimic right away. This is obviously shot on a white background, and then they color graded it, or they just added in, not color graded, they just added a different color background here. Calling it out what it is. If you notice between this one and the, what was it, right here, the tailor, they give the call out to what the shirt is so that people actually know what's going on. The bodega long sleeve shirt, and they've been selling for 90 days now, and it was hot. And now it's getting to be better weather, so they're gonna be able to run this for a long period of time. So we're gonna give this a 3-star rating. I'll give this one right here, I'll give them a, honestly for where they're at, I'll give them a 4 because of the carousel. I'll give this also a 4 as well. Okay, let's get into this nudes one really quickly. So nudes, I know a lot of people have been talking about them. They've been going not viral, but some like that locally. It's been running for 57 days. They also have a version of this that's been running for like 40 days, so we know the style works. Let's watch this video. It says, even in the bodysuit haters end up loving our bodysuits. Bam, big call to action there, right? A big call out rather. You feel snatched in the waist, hit you in all the right places, doesn't dig into your skin. So they're calling out the problems. Great way to find problems. Go over to Reddit, go over to Quora, go find out what other people are talking smack about, and call this out in your ads. Very smart here. The only bodysuit I can wear. Okay, so let's do the video here.
The panty is like cottony and
super stretchy.
Yes, this is another one that hangs down and you.
What's cool is it seems like you're like behind the scenes, like it's almost like a first-person video, like you're there because they have so many girls talking about it, and it's like, wow, this is such a cool, like organic experience.
Easily snap. You're not gonna feel it in between your crotch down there.
They're just being really, I'm not gonna go farther into the video, but like they're going straight up like, I'm talking to you, girl. Guys could do this as well, but it probably would not look anything like this. But can you go from an organic approach? And it does really, really well. Let's see what the end of the video is. Okay.
Because I can't do it. Sizing, if you're between, you go up in this one.
Cool, calling out sizing. Whoops.
It's like cottony.
Because I can't do it. Sizing, if you're between, you go up in this one.
Cool, call to action. There is none. They probably did well organically. I don't know that to be true. And this is a killer. I would say this is a 5 on the rating right now. It does really, really well. Again, coming across as like not an ad can do really well. Okay, so before we get into the second set of concepts here, I want to jump into the content scaling strategy. So this is the strategy we give to our OSO members. Actually, scroll up a little bit. Why am I? Did I not do? Okay, no, that's good. Okay, we'll just do it this way. All right, before we get into this number 2, I want to actually talk through our content scaling strategy document. So it's a document, it looks like this. I'll walk you through it. It's what will help you create a system for testing creative. But before we even get into that actual document, I wanted to say, hey, thanks for jumping into this video. My name is Aaron. I'm one of the co-founders here at Bit Branding, and alongside my business partner, Christian, we specialize in helping clothing brands grow just like you. Whether you're a boutique, whether you're a private label, whether you're a streetwear, it does not matter. That is our specialty, is that clothing apparel niche. Christian focuses on websites and themes and apps, and my focus is on the marketing and advertising piece. So if you're a clothing brand and you want to grow and scale online, we put out new content every single week, twice per week. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button if you're enjoying the content so far. Really appreciate you being here. If you do this in the next 3 seconds, I will share with you the best superhero of all time, or at least specifically Marvel. Okay, so let's go ahead and get over here to the scaling document or the scaling strategy. So it has a couple of main focuses. So number 1, select your focus. Number 2, finding an offer. You should never launch a brand, and we talked about this in a previous video of how to get to your first 100K per month, or really any video that we've ever created. It's about scaling, whether you're trying to get to high 6 figures, 7 figures, or 8 figures. You really have to have an amazing offer. So find out which offer makes sense for you. You need to back into the actual math behind that before you just start giving 30% off or 40% off. To clarify, an offer does not mean a discount. So then you need to create creative concepts. So that's where we're gonna go over to, like foreplay. We have concepts that are saved. And if you just throughout, I'll tell you guys this now, if you want access to all of these like links of creative, like what we're going through right now, you just need to comment the word foreplay down below. I'll send it over to you. But the creative concepts is the important piece here so that you can actually test things. Number 4, you have to implement. So what's the creative testing strategy look like? Essentially, day 1, launch, right? Day 2 to 4, monitor results. It's got it here. Day 5 to 7, review results, make adjustments, etc. And then you want to like basically rinse and repeat. And there's an actual document that we've created to test whether or not the creative hit the metrics that you would like that are profitable or not, and then how you could actually go through here and create new us versus them or fit videos or bullet points or headlines, much like what we got here as well. So if you want that document, just comment the word scaling strategy or strategy down below and I'll send that to you, and then the foreplay link, we'll talk about that throughout. So next video, let's go ahead and go over here. So this next one is called NADS. They've been hitting me hard with ads. So what I love about the NADS one, I said NADS, the name is fun to say, but killer ad. This is technically, I feel like an ad that it hits on almost every single point that somebody would need to make an actual purchase. It's been running for 350 days, so it's a killer. Flatlay, and it's calling it out, right? Organic cotton boxer briefs. They have other things that complement it as well. So this particular ad isn't driving it, but this particular ad is a high converting ad, which is why they're actually keeping it. So organic cotton, what is it? God certified materials, non-toxic dyes, and their whole thing is basically quit putting plastic on your underpants. Guys, you should not be putting that stuff down there. You need something that is non-GMO, organic, etc. So it's calling out an actual problem. So let me read out the ad. It says, when we found out this jaw-dropping discovery about conventional underwear, we knew we had to do something about it. So strong call outs like, what do you mean traditional underwear? Traditional underwear brands, and yes, that includes the pair that you probably have on right now, killer ad copy, often contain blah, blah, blah. So you have an actual problem that you're solving within your brand, or if you have a perceived problem, most people are like, oh, I didn't even know this was one. Make them aware. So it's a real or perceived problem. They go through and they say that our brand doesn't have harsh chemicals. It doesn't have these toxins, whatever. It has these things, all right? And here's our offer. Get your NADS the home they deserve today and enjoy 15% off your first pair at nadsunder.com. So it's a cool name, cool spot there. And then I think probably one of the biggest reasons that it does so well is because it's been running for so long. So many people forget that Facebook ads, Meta specifically, the longer that it can run, the better it can get. So this ad is probably spending good thousands upon thousands, maybe $10,000 a day. I don't know how big this brand is, but if it's been running for 350 days, this size of brand, I promise you that it is working. All right, next up we have here, let me go over to, whoops, that's over there. Let me go over to Ads Manager. So Ads Manager, all right, so we're over here on Ads Manager and you're like, okay, cool, one campaign, just like we suggest to set up. There's something that's trending, but these are all carousel ads. And you're like, whoa, just carousel. But they're done based off of brand or based off of what's actually working. So let's go ahead and pull this up. So this is a DCT or dynamic creative test. So we have 3 variations that are going on, almost the exact same. It's honestly just testing different types of creative. So shipping from Texas, and then a little bit about the brand and why people should buy from them. They're a faith-based company. All right, new denim in stock. They also put a Bible verse there too, just kind of letting people know even more about who this is for. So their denim right there is clear. You can't actually even see their faces. Free shipping over $100 and shipping from Texas. All right, so shipping from Texas with a touch of luxury. Interesting. Experience, so they're just testing out variations here. And then you have, like I said, 3 variations within a DCT or a dynamic creative test, or what has now been deemed as called flexible. We've kind of all moved to the flexible format. If you want to know about flexible, there's a video right here. You can go check out the flexible video. Is really just a breakdown of how DCT has changed and the new naming. But really, very simple, single image. Okay, you're seeing a lot here. Like, wow, I can't actually create ads like this. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. All right, and this particular ad is spending, let's see here, just so you guys know, almost $2,000 a day, above average, above average, above average. So just absolutely killing it. So doing really, really well. Then we have this particular account. Now, I'm gonna show you this account is just starting to learn. It was on a different ad account and it's actually done really well, but they got their ad account hacked. So we got 9 purchases for $12 here. This is the top of the funnel. What's going on? This is new set or new arrivals, which is basically all we do for this particular brand. What is the actual image and what's making the purchases? Let me show you guys this one. There's only 4 purchases right now. Simple. The background to me is just too complex, but it's working, right? So it's got pops of colors to catch people. It's got good engagement. It's got comments. The latest collection has something for everyone. They say this every time. You could use this copy yourself. And just a little hint of new arrivals, and it's making money, okay? You do not have to overcomplicate this. So we're talking about $12, $13. Some of them got $8 purchases, $2, $6 purchases, but they honestly have just started. So we're talking about little to very low spend here. But on their previous account, it did the exact same thing. We just had a hack that happened. So kind of rebuilding here from those. Hey guys, before we jump into this last set of ads and I really break down what you guys can do and overall elements that you can implement, I just want to say, hey, if you're a clothing brand owner and want to jump into the specifics of your brand, and you're wondering how the heck can I create ads like this? How can I make money like this? And you want to grow your brand profitably, you can schedule a free 45-minute strategy session with us. There are limited spots, obviously, so go find a time that works best for you by checking out the link in the description down below right now. Okay, so let's look at these top ones here. I got this top ad right now that has 87 purchases for $14. Let's go ahead and look here. It's got a specific name. These people specifically showcase their products by naming them, much like the first brand that we saw here. It's very simple, just literally turning the actual bracelet. Got 21 likes. Steal this waterproof stack for $49. All right, if it's your time to shine, our waterproof stack, originally $130, is $49. Amazing offer. It's crazy discount. Why is it doing well? Because of the discount. The margins do make sense. If you can make an offer work like that, great. Honestly, it really just kind of depends on the brand there. Can you make that work? Let's go to a different one. We got 151 purchases right here for $9.92 in the last 30 days. Simple, straightforward, literally product focus. And you're like, wait, for clothes, how hard is it? Well, you can do something like nudes. You can do something like the Shop Styles brand I mentioned in the beginning. But honestly, just showcasing the product and having an amazing offer. So they have one product that they're thinking of as an actual loss leader, and they're using that to drive traffic to the site, knowing that their lifetime value makes sense. Okay, I want to pull up one other one from this particular brand, or let me see if I got another brand I want to pull up. Okay, so this last one here, just want to pull up some actual numbers. You can see here 12 purchases for $22 in the last 30 days. How is it a winning ad, right? So this is a brand that's not spending too much per day, just starting out. I wanted to showcase this. All right, so one of the very first things that you can do right away is talk about differentiator. Now this particular product is 40% off. It was a Labor Day sale that they extended on. So does it require the actual offer? No, but it has increased the total volume, and the 40% off is actually not being used. That's something you could actually take away for yourself. Now, they talked about specific benefits here. So breathable, wrinkle resistant, 4-way stretch, intake crush, that is doing well here. You got 6 likes, so not a ton of engagement, but it's getting purchases that are more than profitable here. This brand, so it's $22 cost per purchase, even at 40% off. The average order value here, just to give you some insight, is about $150, $160 because of the person they're going after. They're going after the big and tall guy specifically, and because of that, they're doing packaged or bundled offers and getting over $100 average order value. So $22 per purchase, we'll take that all day. We've got a couple of things right here that need to be turned off, as you can see, but this particular ad is a winning ad. And the only difference between here is what are the features and benefits that are different with this ad than the other one. So it goes back to this point here, right? Do you have things that are going to be tested when you're doing a creative strategy? And if so, what happens if something does well? What happens if something is not going well? And this document is really kind of what outlines everything. And if you guys want these winning ads, I'll continue to create videos like this. If you like them, you can get this link here with all these videos. I'll save them all to, or all these images and videos, I'll save them all to this 4Play link. So you can just comment 4Play down below. I will send it over to you. Now, the biggest thing you have questions about right now is, right, so I know my creative, but now how do I set up my ads? How do I scale correctly and test new creative while doing it at scale? If you want to do that and you want to learn how to run Meta, Facebook, and Instagram ads, go watch this video right here next. right, y'all have a great rest of your day. I will see you next time. And P.S. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.